Shout out to G-Man Boxing.
Alright, before I get into the main topic, right, I just want to give a few quick shout outs, okay? Obviously, I done some recording on Tuesday night with a guy called Jamie from Punch Perfect Boxing. See it there on screen. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description. Currently, it's a 4-parter, so we've done 4 different topics, 4 different subjects of boxing. They're going up day by day, so part 3 will be uploaded today, Thursday, or Friday. So it should be uploaded then. So go over, give his channel a subscription. You know, he's growing. We're trying to get him to 500. I also want to give big shout out to Speaker Mind Sports Talk. There you go. You see that on screen just there. Every morning, well, morning where he is, he's based in America. Be kind of mid-afternoon here. Does his morning, we'll call it a podcast, does his live show. Talk about all things boxing. Excellent, excellent, excellent work. Cannot stress it enough. My opinion, one of the best on YouTube. Go over Speaker Mind Sports Talk. Again, link in the description, and I'll pin both their channels in the comment section if you could. I feel it's good to give back, to channels that maybe aren't as big. Not to say I'm big, but I'm moderately, in terms of, boxing on YouTube, moderately, I'm getting there. And if I can even give them 2 subs, then it's something. It's something that they didn't have. And these are good people as well. So if you could, help your boy out, help his mates out. Give him a sub. Alright, tickets for Anthony Joshua versus Oleksandr Usyk now gone on sale. And, whoa, they have sold out quick. In one day, tickets for that fight have sold out. Now, I think it's an excellent fight. I think that the fact that we have fans in attendance is always a good thing. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is a 60,000 capacity. Okay, so it's not quite Wembley. It's not quite the Principality Stadium, but it's still damn good. It's still about 60,000 fans. In my opinion, we didn't get Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. We can get it. This is a decent compromise. It's actually it's a very good compromise because it's an excellent fight. Now, think of it like this. Put it in context. Canelo, when he fought Billy Joe Saunders, and that was, I think, was it A&T Stadium, where the Dallas Cowboys play. He done 70-something thousand altogether in an indoor arena, which I think is the biggest in America, certainly. And he sold them in, I think, 3 days. Sold them out in something like 3 days. So that really does put into context the pulling power that Anthony Joshua has. I remember when he fought Ruiz in MSG. Now, I don't know if this was ever confirmed. And I don't know if it was, I think it might have still been when he was actually meant to fight Miller. Because remember, Miller was the original opponent. I don't think it was ever confirmed. But I know Canelo fought Rocky Field in an MSG December of 2018. I think it was February or March 2019 when AJ Miller was announced for MSG. And I remember Eddie Hearn saying it. I don't know if it was ever confirmed. But he was able to sell that out quicker. And bear in mind, coming from the UK, he was able to sell that out quicker than Canelo. Now, that was according to Eddie Hearn, I believe, at the time. Don't know if that was ever confirmed, because I think he said in an IFL interview like that back in 2019. I think I remember Hatman doing a video on it. I don't know if it was ever confirmed that he did, but if it is, then, it shows, again, the pulling power of Anthony Joshua. Now, if he did, outdraw Canelo in MSG, that was before he took the L, when AJ's hype was at its highest. I don't think AJ's hype has ever been as high as it was in 2017. Like, you were talking peak in terms of, AJ hype back then. Now, after he lost to Ruiz, I remember doing a video on it, because I couldn't believe the amount of fans who, I don't want to say they turned on AJ, they became haters, but they turned their back on AJ in boxing. Now, as I say, these were never boxing fans, true and true. They were just glory seekers. But I remember when he lost to Ruiz, going through comments on various websites, and you'd go on Facebook when I was on it at the time, and you read through comments, and you had these people say, well, AJ's lost, no reason for me to watch boxing anymore, I'm done with boxing, AJ's lost. It was like, whoa, Jesus, I mean, you throw him under the bus after one loss, really? So I did notice, and AJ definitely, his popularity isn't where it was. I just have to say, he's not unpopular, he certainly is, but I think in terms of his peak popularity, he's not where he was in 2017. But nevertheless, he is still a massive draw. I mean, selling that out in a day. So we're going to ask questions of Eddie Hearn, because there's been rumours and allegations that potentially in the past, the StubHub kind of things, buying tickets and selling them on there, or that sort of thing. I don't know, getting into that, but I don't know. I believe with AJ, he could easily sell it out, because when do we get these events in boxing in the UK? Big events. We've had fans back in, which is all well and good, but this is a big event. In terms of just, mainstream. AJ's about as mainstream as you get. He's fighting Usyk, 2 Olympic gold medalists from London 2012. They're going to sell the absolute what out of this. Right? And it's a great fight. It is a great fight. I think that the atmosphere is going to be good. We're going to get full attendance, which is always a good thing. When I remember watching Billy Joe versus Canelo, and that was the first real big attendance we'd seen in a year more. It was great. So seeing this in the UK, I myself am not going to go over to it. I could if I wanted to. Well, I can't now because there's no tickets. But I was debating whether to go or not. I just decided against it in the end, because at the end of the day, I don't know what I'll be doing that weekend. Whether I'll be home, whether I'll be, God knows. So I said better to just save it for another day, because I can get to the UK no problem. It's just for this one, I just said no, save for another day. I'm not going to give too much on this fight. I'll save that for future videos, predictions and stuff like that. But I think that we're going to be in for a great fight. I can't see that. The way, right? And I kind of thought about this with AJ Fury. The way you big fights up in your head. I was going to say Mayweather Pacquiao, but I kind of knew that was never going to be a great fight. I think the majority of people, hardcores anyway, knew that was always going to be a high level chess match. That was never going to be, rock'em sock'em robots, fireworks going. No, it was never going to be like that. You look at certain fights like AJ Fury, you think how amazing that's going to be. But then you kind of look and you just think, would that be just an out and out boxing match? Would they try and, play faint with one another? Would they try and, wait for the other guy to lead? You build certain fights up that do tend to be anticlimactic. And I wonder if AJ Fury would have or will end up like that if we get it. Whereas AJ Usyk is the sort of fight where you look at it and you just think, I can't see it being anything other than a good fight. I can't not see drama in this fight. That sort of way. You get that sense with this fight where you just look at it, you're just thinking, there's going to be drama. Someone's going to hit the ground. Don't know if they're going to be knocked out, but someone's going to touch down. Could be AJ, could be Usyk. It could be both. You look at this fight, you just think, this is going to have drama written all over it. You can't see this fight not delivering. AJ Fury, potentially, I'll tell you a fight that if we ever got it, would have been a stinker. And people would have been excited for it, but it would have been a stinker. AJ Wilder would have been a stinker. I'm telling you now, because both guys would have been so wary of the other guy's punching power that neither guy would have wanted to commit. I'm telling you that now. It would have really been, it would have seen a knockout probably in it, but it would have been a case of someone making a mistake and walking onto a shot, because Wilder would have known AJ can knock him out. AJ would definitely know Wilder, even with a grazing shot, could have him in all sorts of trouble. When you get that combination, normally you do tend to see both guys be a lot more circumspect. So I think obviously we never got that fight, but if that fight had happened, I think that'd be one occasion where they would have built the fight up for it to kind of be, like a plain McDonald's cheeseburger, just kind of there, that sort of way. That's the kind of way it would have been. Anyway, I'm going on here. I've probably been rambling away for the last 5 minutes. I only wanted to keep this video X amount of time. I always say that, but I always go over it because I talk a lot. Me, and I'm not normally someone who does talk a lot outside of YouTube. I'm normally quite quiet, but when I get going in front of this, man, I just talk. Yeah, I can just keep going. And we're going to leave it with there. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you could smash the like button. It does help your boy out. Something terrible, We're nearly there. We're getting to 5k. I really want to hit 5k. For now, lads and lassies, I'll talk to you. Peace. Smash the like button that's up there in the thing, Smash the like, notification bell, subscribe, all that. For now, happy Friday. Peace.